27th February 2023 Morning Murli Shanti BapDada Madhapan. Sweet children, the Father has come to serve the unlimited world and to make hell into heaven. Only the Father does the service every cycle. Question: which system of the Confluence age is completely different from those of the rest of the cycle? Answer: throughout the whole cycle, children sing Namaste to the Father. At the Confluence age, the Father says Namaste to you children. I am now on service of you, long lost and now found, beloved children, and so you children are senior to me. The Father comes to the children after a cycle to cleanse the whole world of all the rubbish and to change hell into heaven. No one else can be incorporeal and egoless in the same way as the Father. The Father massages the feet of his tired children. Shanti. As soon as the Father comes, should he first say Namaste to the children, or should the children say Namaste to the Father? The children should say Namaste to the Father. No, the Father has to say Namaste first. The customs and systems of the Confluence age are unique. The customs and systems of the Confluence age are unique. The Father himself says, I, the Father of all of you, have come to serve you. Therefore, you children are senior to me. In the world, children say Namaste to their fathers. Here the Father says Namaste to you children. He is remembered as the incorporeal and egoless one, and so that also has to be shown. People bow down at the feet of sannyasis. They even kiss their feet. They don't understand anything. The Father comes to meet the children after a cycle. You are long lost and now found, special children, and this is why he says, sweet children, you are tired. He even massages the feet of Draupadi, and so he is the servant who said salutations to the mothers. The Father, you children understand that the Father has come on unlimited service of the whole world. There is so much rubbish in the world. This is hell. Therefore, the Father has to come to change hell into heaven. He comes with a lot of love and enthusiasm. He knows that he has to come to serve you children. He comes on service every cycle. When he comes, you children understand that the Father has come to serve you. While sitting here, we serve everyone. It isn't that he would go to everyone. People don't know the meaning of omnipresence. The benevolent bestower of the whole world is one. Human beings cannot serve in the same way as he does. His service is unlimited. Song: Awaken, O brides, awaken. The new age is about to come. Shanti. The song is so good. The new age and the old age. You have to explain the ages. The ages are for the people of Bharat. They hear from people of Bharat that the golden and silver ages existed in the past because they themselves come in the copper age. So they hear from others that the deities used to rule over the ancient land of Bharat. They are used to be the original eternal deity religion. That doesn't exist now. It is remembered that he carries out establishment through Brahma and sustenance through Vishnu. He doesn't do that himself, but he carries it out through others. Therefore, this is his praise. In fact, he first has to create the creation of the subtle region because he is the creator. Everyone says of the Gita that it is the jewel of all scriptures, that it is the mother of all scriptures. However, they don't know the name of God or who God is. Vyas, etc., who created the scriptures, inserted Sri Krishna's name. The Gita is the mother and father of the deity religion. All the rest came after it. So that is an ancient one. Acha, when did God speak the Gita? All the religions must definitely have existed at that time. In fact, the one Gita is the main one for all religions. Those of all religions should believe in it, but they don't. Those of Islam and the Christians are very strict in their religions. They only believe in their own religious scriptures. When they come to know that the Gita is an ancient scripture, they ask for it to be brought, means from India, but they don't know when God spoke the Gita. Chinmayanand said that the God of the Gita spoke the Gita 3500 years before Christ. However, that religion didn't even exist 3500 years ago, so how could that be the scripture of all the religions? All the religions exist at this time. The Father has come to grant salvation to all the religions through the Gita. The Gita was spoken by the Father. They have made it difficult by mentioning the name of the child instead of the father's. It doesn't tell them when to celebrate Shivratri. Shiv Jayanti and Krishna Jayanti come at approximately the same time. When Shiv Jayanti ends, Krishna takes birth. It is never said the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Sri Krishna. They say the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra, the flames of destruction, emerge from that. You are truly saying that the original, eternal deity religion is once again being established. Other religions will not exist then. Krishna will also come when none of the other religions exist. This too is a matter of understanding. There used to be the kingdom of Sandhanized deities in the golden age, and so there must definitely have been fewer people then. All the rest of the souls were residing in the land of liberation. Everyone has to meet God. They would salute the Father. Would they not? The Father comes once again and salutes your children, and the children then salute the Father. The Father has come in the living form at this time. Then all souls will definitely meet the Father there. Everyone definitely has to meet God. Where will they meet Him? They cannot meet Him here, because only a handful out of multi-millions and only a few of that handful will come. Therefore, where and when would all the devotees meet Him? They will meet Him in the place where they separated from Him. The residence of God is the supreme abode, Paramdham. The Father says, I take all the children back to the supreme abode after liberating them from sorrow. This is His only task. There are now innumerable languages. If the Sanskrit language were to be used, how could so many people be able to understand? Nowadays, people recite the Gita in Sanskrit. Many people sing the Gita very well in Sanskrit. None of those with hunchbacks and stone intellects or innocent ones, etc., know Sanskrit. Hindi is a common language. Hindi is used a lot more. God too speaks in Hindi. Those people show the different chapters of the Gita. How could you make chapters of this? The Murli has continued from the beginning. The Father has to come to make the impure world pure. Heavenly God, the Father, would surely create heaven. He wouldn't create hell. Ravan establishes hell and the Father establishes heaven. His right name is Shiv. Shiv means a point. A soul is a point. Water is a star. It is so tiny. It isn't that when souls go up above, they become big. They just show a symbol of it in the center of the forehead. It is said that a wonderful star sparkles in the center of the forehead. Therefore, it would surely only be a tiny soul that could live in a forehead, as is a soul so the Supreme Soul. However, the wonder is that every tiny soul has his part of all his births recorded in him. That part is never erased. It continues forever. This is such a deep thing. Did Baba tell you these things earlier? Earlier, he said that a soul has a form of a lingam, that it is thumb-shaped. If Baba had told you this earlier, you wouldn't have been able to understand it. It has now sat in your intellects. Everyone speaks of a star, and they even have visions of a star. What do you want? A vision of the new world. The Father creates the new world of heaven. He sends everyone there. He himself only comes here once. People now ask for peace because everyone is going to go into peace. They say that happiness is like the droppings of a crop. It says in the Gita that through Raj Yoga you become a king of kings. How could those who say that happiness is like a droppings of a crop receive a kingdom? This is a matter of the family path. Sannyasis cannot take up the Gita. The Father says there are two types of renunciation. In fact, even among the sannyasis, there are many types. Here, there is just the one type of renunciation. You children renounce the old world. While living at home with your families, you have to live like a lotus. Ask these people, how is it possible to live like this? There are many who live like this. This is not the work of sannyasis. Why else would they leave their household? Charity begins at home. First of all, they should teach their wives. Shivbaba too says, I first of all explain to my wife means Sakar Brahma. Charity begins at home. This is the living home of Shivbaba. First of all, this wife learns, and then all the adopted children learn from him number-wise. These are very deep matters. The principal scripture of all is the Gita. However, no one takes inspiration from the Gita. He has to come here. There are also his memorials. There are many temples to Shiv. He himself says, I enter the body of the ordinary Brahma. He does not know his own births. It is not a matter of just one. All of you sitting here are the mouth-born creation of Brahma. It is not a question of explaining to just one. No, you Brahmins have been created through the mouth of Brahma. Therefore, he only explains to you Brahmins. A sacrificial fire is always looked after by Brahmin priest. The people who relate the Gita don't have Brahmin priest, and this is why those are not sacrificial fires. This is a huge sacrificial fire. This is the unlimited sacrificial fire of the unlimited Father. The pots have been on the fire for a long time. The Bandara, it's still continuing. When will it end? When the whole kingdom has been established. The Father says, I will take you back with me. I will then send you to play your parts number-wise. No one else can say, I am your guide, and I will take you back. He purifies all the impure human beings and takes them back. Pure souls will then begin to come down at their own times to establish their own religions. There are now innumerable religions, but the one religion doesn't exist now. Then for half the cycle, there won't be any scriptures. Out of all the religions and all the scriptures, the Gita is the main scripture because it is through this that everyone receives liberation and salvation. Therefore, you should explain that the people of Bharat receive salvation and that everyone else receives liberation. Among the people of Bharat, those who separated from the Supreme Abode first are the ones who will take knowledge first. They will be the first ones to go back. Then everyone has to come down number-wise. Everyone has to go through the stages of Sato, Rajo and Tamo. The duration of the cycle has now come to an end and all souls are present here. The Father too has come. Each one has to play his own part. Not all actors in a play come onto the stage at the same time. They all come at their own times. The Father has explained to you how they all come down, number wise. The secret of the caste has also been explained to you. The top knot is Brahmins, but who created Brahmins? Shudras wouldn't create them. Above the top knot is Brahma, the father of the Brahmins. The father of Brahma is Shivbaba. Therefore, you are the mouth-born creation of Brahma, the dynasty of Shiv. You Brahmins will then become deities. The account of the caste has to be explained. Advice is given to your children. You know that not everyone is clever to the same extent. If a scholar or pandit debates with a new teacher, she wouldn't be able to explain. Therefore, she should say, I am still new. Come at such and such a time, and my senior sister will explain to you. There are others who are cleverer than I. All are number wise in a class. You should not become body conscious, otherwise, you will lose Baba's honor. They would then say that the BKs are not able to explain fully. Therefore, you should let go of body consciousness and refer them to others. Baba also says, I will ask up above. Pandits would spoil your head a lot. Therefore, you should tell them, forgive me, but I am still studying. Come tomorrow and my senior brother or sister will explain to you. There are elephant riders, horse riders, and infantry. Some are even riding lions. A lion is the fiercest of all. It lives alone in a jungle. Elephants always live in a herd. If an elephant is alone, someone would even kill it. A lion is very fierce. Shaktis are shown riding lions. Your mission also has to go outside, means abroad. However, Baba is looking to see who will take the initiative. You have to explain to people who it was that established the ancient deity religion. Many speak of gods and goddesses. The belief that gods and goddesses are different from God. Lakshmi and Narayan are called a god and goddesses, but that is against the law. They are deities. If you call Lakshmi and Narayan a god and goddesses, you would then also have to call Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar gods. Understanding is required. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada, the spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says, Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, renounce body consciousness and keep your elders in front of you. Become egoless like the Father. Second point, charity begins at home. First of all, make your family like a lotus. While living at home, forget the old world from your intellect. Blessing. May you be a true effort maker and imbibe contentment in the form of cleanliness in your relationships and remain constantly light and happy. Explanation. Throughout the day, you have relationships with a variety of souls. Check in those what the percentage of contentment was in yourselves and in the other souls in relationship with you throughout the day. The sign of contentment is that you yourselves will be light and happy in your mind, and the others too will be happy. Cleanliness in relationships means contentment. This is through honesty and cleanliness in those relationships. This is why it is said, when there is truth, the soul dances. A true effort maker will continue to dance in happiness. Slogan. Those who have no type of sorrow about anything are carefree, emperors and the land of without sorrow. Om Shanti